Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Let me introduce myself. My name is Irina. I live in Zaporizhzhia, Ukraine. Today, I decided to make this video to distract both you and myself from all the horrors happening around us. I've gathered several varieties of Hoya plants, each of which I've given a female name. Of course, they have their own alphanumeric designations, just like many other plant species. But collectors have given these Hoyas names of their own. Today, I want to introduce you to some of them that are part of my collection. Here we have two specimens of Hoya Michelle. I absolutely adore this Hoya variety. It is beautiful and vibrant. The young leaves display prominent veins. As the leaves age, the veins become less noticeable, but still remain visible. Take a look at this beautiful, shiny, glossy leaf. It truly is a stunning variety. Its only drawback or peculiar feature, call it what you will, is its sensitivity to watering. Take a closer look at the leaf. Do you see those black spots? I've noticed that many collectors also have these black spots on this variety. This occurs due to uneven watering based on my observations. Watering should be consistent to prevent the Hoya from drying out. And of course, overwatering should be avoided. I have switched to using a wick watering system, as I mentioned before. At least I try to adjust a little water to the containers. As you can see, there are no black spots on the young leaves or on this leaf. The leaves grow evenly and beautifully. They don't grow very quickly, and like many other varieties, prefer to form long stems and then wrap their leaves around them. One of these specimens has a flower spike, but I'm not sure if it will bloom or not. Flowering in my Hoyas is not very intense, so I don't get disappointed. I particularly dislike cleaning up the mess after flowering. No, but if it blooms, of course, I'll be happy. Here's a beautiful variety, Hoya Michelle. I can't remember the numbers or letters, but the ones we have available in Ukraine, I think they're all the same variety. Although some are labeled as coming from America, I believe someone brought this variety and propagated it, allowing us to acquire it. Look at these beautiful leaves. So, Hoya Michelle, a beauty. I highly recommend it for your collection. That's how it looks. Let's move on. Now, before you we have Hoya Bella. More precisely, two varieties out of, I think, 5. This one is Hoya Bella Albomarginata, and this one is Hoya Bella Buis. There's also the completely green Hoya Bella. There's a smaller leaved Hoya Bella variety, which I believe is called Mr. Tent. And there's another one, very similar to Hoya Bella Buis, but it has a green stripe running through the center of the leaf. Don't mind the fact that mine is pruned. I trimmed it because for me it's a, I wouldn't say simple variety. Well, these are not very straightforward varieties to grow. Why? Because I always get worried when the leaves start thinning out. I think it's a problem with the roots when the leaf becomes thin and lacks turgor. Well, now they have filled up, yes. I start pruning them and making duplicates for myself. It would be a shame if they were lost. So I pruned them. A friend of mine asked for some cuttings, so I pruned them for her as well. I put them in the greenhouse to root. Well, here we have Hoya Michelle. It might not be visible here, so I'll mention that there are 2 cuttings planted here. For these smaller leaved varieties, you can plant several cuttings at once. Just a reminder, if you're planting different varieties in the same pot, pay attention to their care requirements, especially regarding watering. Some plants may prefer more humidity, while others may prefer drier soil. So, keep an eye on that. The number of cuttings you can plant in one container depends on the pot size. If it's the same variety or very similar varieties like these, you can plant multiple cuttings. Even my large-lived Hoyas grow in the form of multiple vines. It makes them more beautiful. While they are growing, for example, with 2 vines, it looks denser. If there was only 1 vine with that many tips, I wouldn't have enough space. Here, for example, is Hoya Bella. Pay attention to its young leaves with variegation. I've seen that they form lush bushes for other people. For me, it's just the beginning. But I hope that someday we'll also have such lush and beautiful plants. This is Hoya Bella. Let's move on. This variety, though old, is no less beautiful than many new varieties. It's Hoya Austrais Lisa in variegated form. It has gorgeous leaves. It was challenging for me to grow, but I learned how to manage it. It started growing vigorously, and I haven't even come up with support for it yet. I need to create some kind of supportive mechanism, maybe a ladder or something similar. As for its peculiarities, it's also related to watering. It's very sensitive to watering. If it dries out and then gets watered again, it sheds its lower leaves. For example, here, they fell off for me. Hoya Lisa shed its leaves. I have another large specimen, but it's not here. It grew at my brother's place and then moved to another apartment. Well, everything is going very well with it there. I don't know how my brother took care of it, but I assume he did practically nothing. But there I didn't notice any such problems, and it even bloomed, while mine turned out like this. I let it dry out, water it somehow, and the leaves fall off. Well, now I'm trying to, so to speak, find an approach. Overall, everything is more or less normal for us. That's why I didn't include this Hoya in the overview of my easiest and most undemanding Hoyas. The girls told me that I forgot about this variety. I didn't bother writing about it in the comments. But now I'll say that it's not the easiest variety for me. That's how it is. But that's just my opinion. If you get along with it, then it's a great variety, of course. The second specimen, which grew at my brother's place, even bloomed last year. Overall, it's a very beautiful variety. Hoya Austrais Lisa is a very beautiful Hoya. I'll have to put it on some support. It will look absolutely stunning because it looks great on a ring or heart made of woven material. Such a sweet, beautiful Hoya. You will also need to watch the watering. This is the vine it gave me. Usually Hoya Lisa grows as a bush, but here it's like a thin stick. Well, in principle, yes. Add it to your collection, take care of it, and everything will be beautiful and good. And this beauty is Hoya Larisa. That's how it looks. The leaves are still very small for me. They should be larger, but for now they're small. It's all right, I really like it. I especially like that it tans. Well, and there's a splash on the leaves, yes, very beautiful. I don't know if the veins will be visible or not. But since I've already decided to show, I'll show all the ones that have names. The leaves should be, well, twice as large, I think. For now, it's just adjusting to active growth. Pay no attention. Today my thoughts are a bit jumbled, but since I've already decided to film, I'm filming. But if I slow down a bit. Anyway, here's Hoya Larisa. That's how it is. Wonderful. I like it too. I've shown it before. It seems like it hasn't grown since then, but in the context of this video, I have to show what exists. The next Hoya. This is my little one, Hoya Mattled Splash. That's mattled for you. So, if your name is mattled, this is your namesake plant. I don't know how it will grow and how well the splash pattern will be preserved. As you can see, the lower leaves are quite pale now, but under bright light. As a friend told me, her Hoya Mattled Splash almost completely started growing green leaves. Then she placed it under a bright lamp and the splash returned. So I'm conducting an experiment and hoping that I'll succeed too. It will be beautiful and white. It's a very beautiful variety. Although actually, I really like the green Hoya mattled with small silver dots. Very, very beautiful. The leaves are small and dense like coins. A magnificent beauty. There's this twisted leaf. I don't know why it grew like that. In general, it's a very beautiful variety. The regular green Hoya mattled splash with small dots is nice, but this one is pure luxury. It's like a miniature Hoya Wilbur Graves. Such beauty. Well, there's nothing special to show here. Usually, I don't show these new editions of mine. But all right, since it has a name, let's show it. This is Hoya Alyona. It has such a beautiful vined leaf. Overall, it already has a new shoot here on the stem. Initially, when I bought it, there was already a shoot here. But these things happen, so don't be upset. Especially beginners often get upset. I do too, of course. When you receive a plant in photos and see the growth and leaves. I had a Hoya with small leaves, and it didn't even travel by mail. A friend brought it to me. I bought it from a friend. Everything was fine, I put it in its place. And those leaves sort of drooped and fell off. It happens, so we don't get upset. As long as the roots are healthy, leaves will grow back. So that's Hoya Alyona for you. It's rare. Well, I rarely see it for sale here, but I like it. I'm really looking forward to its leaves. I want to see its potential, because I've seen very few photos of this Hoya online. This is how it looks with its veins. It has a splash. Well, let me also show two Hoyas that I consider to be absolute queens. This is one of them. It's my namesake. I absolutely adore it. For me, it's one of the most beautiful Hoyas. Not just because it shares my name, but because I really love such leaves and these beautiful, vibrant veins. And the leaf shape and the uneven green color. It's not a disease, it's how it is. You see lighter, darker, and silver specks. Well, overall, a very beautiful Hoya. Here I have two cuttings. Such beauty. There was a girl who once told a story about another girl who bought several Hoyas also with names Irina, Svetlana, Larisa, and something else. When she received them, she posted a photo and said, "Girls, help me out. I can't understand. They all look the same." And it was true. You look at them and it feels like it's one plant, and not even the prettiest one. All these cuttings came from it. So this is Irina, a beauty. I really like it, but there are smaller leaves. I have this larger one, and there's also a little duplicate with even bigger leaves, even more beautiful. I won't show it now. A fantastic variety in general, incomparable to me. I love these kinds of varieties. So to conclude this video, I'll show you my absolute. The leaves on it are just incomparable to me. Here it is, Hoya Svetlana. Look at its beauty. This is a new leaf. Look, I have a very large palm. But the leaf is just something else. I tried to take a photo of it to show it, but I couldn't capture it. It just doesn't fit anywhere. Such a leaf. A beauty. Also, I see. I don't know if it's another clone or the conditions of cultivation, but the cuttings that are sold have leaves without splashes and have a different shape. The leaf of Hoya Svetlana is very similar, in my opinion, to the leaf of Hoya Bahoy, but it's more rounded and it has serrations on the edge. It's a bit dull and there's a tiny bump, meaning the leaf shape. Look, the new leaf has the same rounded shape and tail, and all the leaves, even on the oldest one, have the same leaf shape that I've seen, the same as the one they sell, just like Hoya Svetlana. Well, the amount of splashing may depend on lighting, although I don't have anything special. Just regular LED lights, the simplest ones, 18 watts or higher on the shelf. Such beauty. It grows slowly. That's its drawback. It grows slowly for me. The leaves are very dense, like cardboard. Yes, dense like cardboard. Just like boxes, yeah, cardboard ones. I just can't crush them. And here's another new leaf. Brand new. Another one. There will be another new one here. But it took a long time. Then a huge branch grew. I'm waiting for it to fully grow. Then maybe I'll cut it. I'll make another copy for myself. Once I tried to take a cutting from it right here. It was winter. I was so afraid that I might lose it. We often had power outages back then. I thought I would root it now, so that I would have a backup. But the cutting rotted on me. It was very disappointing. Such a slow-growing queen. Very beautiful. I really love Hoyas. Well, these are the beauties with names. Let me remind you. Michelle, Lisa, Bella, the little ones, Larisa, Alyona, Irina. There's another one hiding somewhere. Ah, there it is, Matilde, Splash, and Svetlana. Such beauties. Well, that's all I wanted to show you today. All the best to you, kind and peaceful, for our world. Swift victory. All the best to everyone. Goodbye. See you on my channel.